crafty friends, it's Audra Monk, the Crafty Yogi, and welcome to the Crafty Corner and your 2 o'clock-ish Tuesday yoga for crafters. All right, I've been trying this YouTube live and it's so funny because they won't show me like what's behind me when I put it on. It's like grayed out. So I'm always like, did I get it right? Do I have to adjust? So I think I have to adjust just a tiny bit. Okay, and yes, the Crafty Corner is an epic mess right now, but I'm working on some stuff and I need to take a break. I'm working on making easel calendars that I use as gifts. You gotta look at this one if you're a coffee lover. Isn't that cute? And then this is a little calendar at the bottom. So I'm working on that and I was like, oh, it's time for a yoga break. So first we're gonna sit and then we're gonna stand and do a forward fold and we're done. This is a short yoga break so that when I got a big sunbeam, so that you know you can just take a really small 5-minute or less break and it can make a lot of difference. So we're gonna set up our seat. So on your chair or your stool, or even if you're standing, you could totally just do a standing Tadasana. We want to get our feet under our knees and our knees in line with our hips. So if your knees tend to go out or tend to come in, we're going to try to find neutral. All right, next, we need our shoulders over our hips. And what happens for most of us as we work, and we're going to take care of this today, is we round forward, right? We're gluing, we're washing, we're cutting, whatever it is you're typing, you're on your phone. I can't actually text with my thumbs. I text like this. It's quite terrible. But roll your shoulders up and back and down. And do it again 2 more times. Inhale up and exhale down. 1 more time. Inhale up and exhale down. Tuck your chin just a little and the top of your head reaches to the ceiling. Doesn't that feel wonderful? I think it feels wonderful. We're going to add on to that. One more thing, sitting. Reach your hands back to the back of your stool, back of your chair, the seat of your chair. Slide your hips forward so you're right on the edge. And then, let me turn actually. So I have pretty long arms. So for me, I have to bend my elbows. If you have shorter arms, your arms will go straight. And we're just going to pull gently so that we feel the lift in the chest. Good. Feel the lift in your chest. And then when you let go, you should be sitting nice and upright. Isn't that lovely? Okay, now you could stop here or you could take it one extra step. I was actually super excited. I saw that my hairdresser and her the two of them were doing this stretch on her, Instagram stories the other day. And I was like, yes, you need those stretches. So we're gonna do a forward fold with a chest and back stretch. So feet hip distance apart. If you need a little less, that's totally okay. You're gonna just have your hands slide your hips back. So we'll all start with this. And see, if you're like me, this is as far, can I get my butt further? This is as far as I can go, but I can slide my hands forward. So imagine on your kitchen counter, imagine you could hold the kitchen sink, your bathroom counter, a table, the top of the table, it's a little lower, so maybe the back of a chair, if you don't have too high of a back of a chair. A little bend in your knees, feet are hip distance apart, and you're reaching your butt towards the wall behind you. Okay, if a little more would be fine, come on up a little bit. I'm going to take a step closer because I'll have more space. What we're going to do is bend the elbows, bend your knees, put your elbows on the counter, right, where you're going to go, and then walk them forward. Well, you walk your hips back, and then I know you can't see my elbows, but sink in right here. And, I think I can come back a little bit. And I like to rest my forehead on the table too. Depending, you may want to come back even more and let your head come between your arms, but I'm not a huge fan. I would keep it in line. So I like to find the spot where my forehead rests right there. Belly is in, spine is long, we reach the hips away. So we're getting hamstrings, we're getting back, we're getting shoulders. Your chest is sinking towards the earth. Keep a tiny bit of belly support. Maybe lift up your toes, even like mine are in slippers. Spread your toes wide and then gently press the inner edge of your foot, the outer edge of your foot. You can always bend your knees more. Your hands can be in, mine are in prayer pose together, or they could be interlaced or whatever is comfortable for you. I have like a wide fingered prayer pose going on. Feel your shoulder blades. And yes, I'm talking to you for a while. We need to stay here at least 2 minutes. It's going to be the most effective and give us the most benefit
if we don't rush this. All right, wiggle your tail a little. Reach your hips back. I think I just grew like an inch. Breathe here. All right, so now the important thing is getting out. Bend your knees more. Release your hands down. Press gently up. Come up slow. When you, oh, that was so good. I'm telling you, I'm like 2 inches taller. When you stay in a pose or ease into a pose like that, you want to exit slowly. Of course, you're not going to use the same amount of time, but you do want to take caution. And oh my gosh, there we go. I'm not even going to sit down. I'm like 2 inches taller. I'm feeling really good. So thank you for joining me, whether you see this on Facebook or YouTube. Give me the likes. Give me the, can I do the heart thing? I think I can. Give me the love. Let me know that you're watching. Subscribe. Do all that fun stuff. And I'll see you next time. Stay crafty, my friends.